Hey everybody, happy Sunday. I hope you're all well. Today I want to take a few minutes to talk to you about credit card debt and give you some pointers and some ideas and let you know the way I got out of credit card debt within a year. First of all, I need to put a little disclaimer out there that I am not a financial advisor. Don't pretend to be one. I don't want to be one. I am just going to give you some ways that I got out of credit card debt. And I know credit card debt is a major problem for a lot of people. And I guess that we can all agree that it is very easy to get into trouble with your credit cards and very hard to get out of credit card debt. So, my credit card journey started quite a while ago, actually. I didn't have any credit cards, and I got an offer in the mail for a credit card. So I sent the offer back in. And a few months later, I got another offer from another credit card, and I accepted that offer. And then I got another offer because that's how the companies work, okay? We're all in cahoots with each other. So I started using them in an irresponsible way because I didn't know how to use them. I would go shopping. I would buy myself all kinds of clothes or buy stuff for the house. And I would rack them up because it was like, I had the attitude of, oh, look at all this money. I can just go shopping and I'll just pay the minimum amount due when the bill comes and all will be well because that's how they work, or so I thought. So no, that's not how they work, and that's not how you're supposed to use them. Anyways, I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that made that mistake. So, what I did, finally, I accumulated probably about $8,000 worth of credit card debt. And there were some things that I wanted to do, like purchase a home. And because I had credit card debt and my debt to income ratio it wasn't where it was supposed to be, I was getting denied for certain things. And I was like, well, geez. So I said, well, it's time to take this seriously. And also I had some health issues, and I also didn't want to leave my debt and my financial burden to my, my children or other family members in the event that something happened to me. So I know that we're not perfect people. We all have faults, and that was one of mine. So anyways, I'm rambling on. So what I did was I made that decision. I need to get out of credit card debt. And the decision to get out of credit card debt is a serious one because it's a lifestyle change. You need to stop spending. You need to stop using your credit cards. If you have to cut them up, do that. I didn't cut them up because I had it in the back of my head that while I'm trying to get out of credit card debt, something might come up that you should use your credit card for, and in the event that that did happen, I have my credit card. So if you don't want to cut them up, take them out of your wallet so the temptation is not there to use them, or give them to a family member that you can trust to hold on to, your financial, credit cards or whatever. There are some family members in some families, I'm sure, that, they might not, that dynamic might be there that you for whatever reason, you can't trust somebody, a family, a friend, anyways. But if you can, get them out of your house if you don't trust yourself. Another thing I did is I called the credit card company and I negotiated a lower, better rate. And I let them know, I'm trying to get this paid off. Can you work with me? Something that I considered but I didn't do because I researched it is I did not work with a credit repair company. And the reason I didn't is because there's a fee in that. They're providing a service, that's their job, so you have to pay them also. So you could speak to someone that knows a little more about financing than you might. There are people that you might even be friends with that can advise you. I remember, a couple of years ago, my landlord, he works for a mortgage company and he's a realtor and he knows about credit repair. So I even reached out to him. But then I realized that whatever he could teach me, if I worked hard enough at it, I could do it myself. So I did. While I was paying down my credit, I paid more than the minimum amount due. Say the minimum amount due was $50. I sent $100 in and I didn't use those cards. A lifestyle change has to happen. You have to change your spending habits. You have to learn that what you have is enough. You don't need to go on a shopping spree. What you have is enough. What's in your closet is enough. You need to stop using your credit cards to go out to dinner. Eat at home. Don't go to the movies on a credit card. Just don't buy a bunch of new stuff on a credit card, because if you can't pay that off at the end of the month, you can't afford it. You can't afford it. Live within your means. And when you're doing lifestyle changes and learning these new spending strategies and habits, you should probably consider using generic shopping discount. Dollar Tree, I'm a big fan of the Dollar Tree. There are some things that I don't buy at the Dollar Tree. And while I'm on the subject of Dollar Trees, I do a lot of Dollar Tree or Target hauls, but I don't go shopping just to go shopping. I go shopping when I need to go shopping. That's another way to get in trouble, is to just willy-nilly shopping. You need to stop that. Shop when you need to. And when you need to, shop the clearance rack. Shop generic, like I said. Shop discount. When you're trying to get rid of your credit card debt, that's like extra money that you need to send them. You need to figure out. You need to budget. That's a whole change in spending habits. I got out of credit card debt in a little under a year, and I held on to almost $8,000 of credit card debt because I didn't take it seriously. You need to take your credit card debt seriously. Once you are out of credit card debt, I would keep your cards, because it's important that the credit bureaus, not credit card companies, because you don't need to take on more than you already have. The credit bureaus need to see that you can maintain having lines of credits, and you always want to keep that first and oldest line of credit open. Do not close out that account. Closed accounts look, I don't want to say bad, or it's a strike against you. It's better, let's say it's better to leave lines of credit open. Don't close them. Once you have your credit cards paid off, use them once in a while for something small that you can pay off at the end of the month, or just use it to go to the store to get a gallon of milk, get a little bit of groceries, and go home and pay it off when you get paid or something. Or at least at the end of the month, pay that off. And that is how I manage my credit cards now. I will use them, but I will make sure that I can afford to pay that off at the end of the month. And now that I don't have all that credit card debt, I can use my credit cards for what they're supposed to be for. Because when I had a mountain of credit card debt and an emergency came up and I didn't have any credit, I didn't have any available credit on my card to take care of an emergency, because I willy-nilly used them for whatever my heart desired. So you need to get into that discipline of realizing what you're supposed to use your credit cards for. And I might be talking right now to the 18-year-old or the 20-year-old that's watching that wants to know more about credit cards. Or I might be talking to the 50-year-old woman or man that is drowning in credit card debt. That's how I got out of it. I decided enough's enough. Look at me carrying credit card debt for almost 10 years. I got to get out of this. So it's a total lifestyle change. It's a mindset of I don't need to go spend this money. I don't need, to rack up a Kohl's charge, because I'm going to tell you something, and I might be rambling now. I had a Kohl's charge, and Kohl's charge or any store card are the worst kind of cards, because it's not a credit card. It's a charge card. You don't build credit on a charge card. And chances are those charge cards are not going to give you a low percentage rate. Your percentage rate, or my percentage rate on a Kohl's charge, is like 24 or 25. Okay? And if you rack that up like I did, a year later, after I purchased all these clothes that I thought I needed, and it was so easy to get because I thought it was like free money, a year later, I don't even have those clothes anymore. They're at like the thrift store or Savers. I donated them. So then you're financing stuff that you don't even have anymore. So be smart with your credit. Be smart with your credit cards. Once you have them paid off, and please know that it's not going to happen overnight. Set yourself a goal. Work hard at it. And if you fall on your face and have to use your card for something, whatever, pick yourself back up. But it is a lifestyle change, and it's not going to happen overnight. Change is difficult. Change is difficult. But I promise you that once you are self-disciplined and you get those cards paid off, you have that freedom of having extra money. You will know what it's like to make cash king. Use cash first. And another thing that I learned after I changed my lifestyle, I like not going shopping all the time. I like appreciating what I have in my home. You will learn that what you have is enough, because the feeling of not having that burden of credit card debt that you just can't get paid off because you're in the cycle of spending, or trying to keep up with the Joneses and what they have. Once that you realize that the Joneses can't even keep up with themselves, because the Joneses are probably more in credit card debt than you are or will be. It's such a good feeling to have that freedom of not being chained down with credit card debt. So, getting away from myself, make a decision to get out of credit card debt. Come up with a plan. Call the credit card companies, negotiate a better percentage rate or better term. Shop more frugally. Shop discount. Shop smart. Come up with a budget. Use your debit card. Don't use your credit card. Live within your means. And if you do start using your credit cards again, if you only have $100 at the end of the month to spare, only charge $100 or below, because you need to pay off that credit card at the end of the month. Okay? So anyways, that's how I got credit card debt free in a little under a year. I got serious. I said, let's do this. I made those bills priority over charging more. All right? So come up with a plan to get out of credit card debt. And if you need to talk more about it, comment down below and I can work with you a little more. I hope this little video was helpful. And off the record, off the credit card debt record or topic, I want to thank my subscribers for the comments they're leaving on my videos, that they're happy they came across my channel because they're realizing that there's someone else out there that's struggling with a problem that they are, which happens to be a problem or whatever, a topic that I made a video about. I am a real person. I have lived enough life, good and bad, where I feel that things that I've gone through can be helpful to someone. And it's helping me to know that there's someone else out there that is struggling with something that I have struggled with in the past. And it is really heartwarming and helpful to me to keep putting videos out there about subjects that might be controversial to somebody, or sharing a traumatic experience. It really helps me to keep wanting to do this channel. My dog's shaking off, sorry. But anyways, I am thankful for the subscribers. I'm thankful for your comments. And I am hopeful that you will stay with me on my YouTube journey. I'm really liking it. And I look forward to helping you some more. You all have a great night. Take care.